Okay, we're about to start the last third now. Score 27-20 to Switzerland. Italy bring the ball in from the back, send it down to the right-hand side where they option the ball back to centre pivot, and the ball goes out to the right-hand side shooter. Francesca Castelli shoots, but the ball's caught cleanly front line. Switzerland take the play to the opposite end, where the ball comes across to Melanie Jacquet. She shoots and point scored. Italy couldn't get hold of that on second line. Italy now bring the ball in straight up central defender at the opposite end and spin the ball left, and it's quickly switched back to the right, but unfortunately pass is not completed. Switzerland take the ball through centre pivot down to the left hand side where the ball is shot, and frame ball called by the end referee. Italy take the breakdown and take the play to the central defender at the opposite end, who returns to the central defender. Ball very honestly there, ball touched the floor and omitted by the Italians. And the ball is shot by Dana Matero and frame ball called by central referee. Switzerland thought they'd scored a point there, but something seen by the referee that wasn't seen by the rest of us. Travelling now by Italian number 12, Simona Malone. Switzerland take the ball into centre and send it to the left-hand side where Vanessa Rentrick shoots and is caught cleanly front line by Caterina Rizzoni. The ball is shot, but frame ball given by the end referee. Switzerland start with the ball, pass it left, but sends the ball straight into centre pivot. Laura Policarpo sends the ball to the right-hand side. The ball is shot and pops off front line. Back in, Switzerland score a point. Italy start with the ball now, send it into the centre, and they send it down to the left-hand side. The ball's shot and dropped by front line for Switzerland. A very rare mistake there by Swiss front line. Switzerland bring the ball in now, and centre pivot sends it on to the left-hand side. Dana Michelle Jacquet sends the ball to centre pivot where it comes to Samantha Urbina. She shoots and it's caught cleanly by Italian number 15 Caterina Rizzoni. The ball is switched and shot back and caught by Swiss front line. Swiss send the play to the opposite end where the ball has to be shot, and it's caught front line by Italy. A little dolly shot there didn't fool the Italians. Italy send the ball back to the same end and pass to the left hand side and caught cleanly by Swiss front line. Switzerland return play to the same end where the ball is slung shot but caught cleanly by Italy front line, but travelling called on the Italian number 5. Swiss take a quick breakdown but foot on line, so Italy now have control of the play and send the ball to the opposite end. Out it goes to Francesca Castelli, who shoots, and the ball pops over Swiss front line after a touch of a dig. Second line not able to get to that. Celia Bouzel-Boujon brings the ball in now for Switzerland. And Laura Policarpo has the ball and passes to the left-hand side for Switzerland, who option the ball back to her. She sends the ball to the right-hand side now, and Samantha Urbina shoots through a big gap in Italian front line there. The option ball catching the Italian front line out. Italy bring the ball in now and send the ball up on the the right-hand side where it's switched to the left-hand side, and the shot comes in for Italy. It pops off Swiss front line, and points scored there for Maria Negrisolo. Switzerland now bring the ball in from the back, and it comes into the central defender. It's returned to central defender at the same end, and then spun back to the same central defender, and now to the right hand side. Samantha Urbina shoots. It's popped front line, but front line puts her hand into the front line defender, puts her hand into the D, therefore fouling, and the point is scored. Ball now comes into Italian centre pivot where it comes back to the left hand side, and then shot by the right hander for Italy. The ball is caught cleanly front line, switched across, and now Vanessa Rentrick shoots, and frame ball called by the end referee. Italy take the breakdown now and send the ball up to central defender at the opposite end, and it comes out to the right hand side where it's switched to the left, and frame ball called by the referee. Switzerland not able to capitalise on that mistake, but now take a quick breakdown. Down it comes to the right hand side where it's switched across to the left and switched back to the right hand side. Celia Bouzel-Boujon shoots, and the ball is caught by Italian front line. The ball shot back and retained by Switzerland. The ball is shot by the Swiss, and play has to swap ends now. And over the halfway line the ball comes up to the right hand side for Italy, where the ball is shot and caught cleanly front line. Ball comes up now, and a wild pass, left hand for Switzerland, unable to get on the end of it. Now Italy take a breakdown on the baseline left hand side. Italy take the ball now, and it comes up to central defender and over to the right hand side, where there's a shot comes in, pops off front line but unable to get hold of that. And De Mezzo scoring a point there after the last couple have been caught. Now Switzerland bring the ball in now, and it comes over to the left hand side, popped over to the right on a switch, quick switch back to the left, and the shot comes in to the right hand side of the Italian front line. 9.5 minutes to go, and Italy bring the ball into central defender. Simone Merloni returns the ball to the same end, and now flipped out the left hand side, no passes left. The shot comes in from Italy, pops off Laura Policarpo, second line, but frame ball given by the referee. Swiss ball take the breakdown, and in it comes now, returned to the same end it came from, over to the left-hander, and it's slung shot in and caught cleanly by the Italian front line. Italy capitalised on a weakness there, with Laura Rebosi scoring a point from a running second line position, very skillful. Ball comes long now to Italian defenders, who shoot, goes to the right hand side, and Samantha Rubina shoots high, surprising the Italian front line. Italy now bring the ball into centre pivot, and the ball continues on its way to Italian left hand side. The ball's flipped back quite low but well retained by the Italian defender, and the pass to the shooter unable to be completed. Switzerland take the breakdown and send it straight to Lynn Besson in the middle. Out the ball comes now to the right hand side, and Melanie Jacquet's shot is caught. Sent up the opposite end now. Italy picked up from a quick switch, and the shot comes in, but frame ball called by the end referee. Switzerland wanting to take a quick breakdown and now thinking about it. Ball comes short to the defender, stove to the right hand side, and quick switch to the left, and Vanessa Rencic's shot misses the frame completely, short, and a point given to the Italians. Ball comes in now for Switzerland, centre pivot, who moves it over to the left hand side, but the pass couldn't be completed, overrun there by number 14 Dana Maturin. Italy swap play to the opposite end, where it comes to the right hand side, but travelling called by the end referee. Breakdown comes in now for Switzerland, where it comes to the centre pivot and return to the left hand side. Left hand brings it across the right, the ball's got to be shot now. Italy ready and waiting for that one, and ball caught front line, returns second, and then pass back to left, and shot now from the right, but frame ball called by the end referee. Celia Bouzel-Dujon brings the ball into Vanessa Rencic, who shoots high and wild over the top, but easily read by number 5 Laura Rebosi. The ball is picked up now by Swiss front line for a quick breakdown. Ball comes over to the right hand side, and it's switched across to the left hand side. The shot comes in, caught high and easily by the Italian front line. Ball's passed off quickly for a quick switch over to the left hand side. An attempted skim shot hits the frame, but Switzerland catch and play on cleanly, trying to play advantage. Ball comes up to the right hand side, where it's shot and bounces off the sole defender on the line for Italy. Point to Switzerland. Just over 6.5 minutes to go, and Switzerland have an 8-point lead in this last period. Italy play the ball with a quick, simple switch, popped up by Switzerland front line, who pass the ball out and return to the same end. The ball has to be shot now. The shot comes in and goes hard and low, and Italy can't get hold of that ball. Melanie Jacquet capitalising on a little bit of disorganisation in the Italian front line. The ball's in for Italy now, coming back and forth, and now passed over to the left hand side, where the ball is shot and no passes remaining, caught cleanly front line by Switzerland, and they bring the ball out and send it back to the same end now to the right, left and right. The shot comes in through a big gap. Italian defence there a little bit stretched. The switch there utilising creating a good broken defence. Italy now bring the ball in and send it to the right hand side. It's passed across the left hand side, and the shot comes in. Very surprising and good hard low shot there from Maria Negrasolo. Caught the Swiss defence by surprise. Eveline Pomeroy brings the ball in now from the back and sends it to the centre pivot, where the right-hander options the ball back to centre pivot, and Lynn Besson sends the ball straight down to the right-hand side. The shot comes in, but it hits the metalwork, and the ball landed out of play off the frame, giving a point to Italy.